Hey, y'all. It's me again, your girl Missy. I'm back with another video. Before you leave, don't forget to hit that like button. But here are all the ingredients that I am about to use to prepare my meal, y'all. I did have to go to the store and pick up just a few ingredients. I was surprised I had most of them. But at this point, I am pretty much undecided as to if I'm going to use this, cook on the stove, or put it in my Instant Pot. Either way it go, the meal is going to get completed, y'all. So just in case you're wondering, I am preparing goulash. I have prepared this before, but I just called it by something else. So there's a young lady on YouTube that I follow. Her name is Yesenia. She may be found under simply Yesenia. But that's where I got this meal from. And I often mimic her on a lot of things that she does. And this one I just had to try. This was one of them. The other one I did was her meatloaf, her green beans, and her mashed potato. Y'all, those were to die for. That was a good meal. But anywho, if you don't follow her, look her up. She's on YouTube, y'all. Yesenia. Yes. I'll throw her picture up here for you all. But anywho, the first thing I'm going to do is brown my ground beef. I'm going to put it in this pot like I say. I'm undecided as to how I'm going to prepare it, whether it's on the stove top or in the Instant Pot. So y'all just hang tight, ride with me throughout the video. At the end, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're looking at me on YouTube. And y'all, let's be family. Now y'all, mind you, I use every ingredient that she listed under her Instagram, because I got this recipe off of Instagram. I did not prepare the meal the same as she did. One, because I had already prepared this before, so I was familiar with it. But it turned out great, Yesenia. This was a good one. I love the seasoning, and it was very meaty and flavorful, girl. Y'all noticed that before I poured my pasta over in the boiler, I did go ahead and put a little salt over in my water, as well as some cooking oil to keep them from sticking. So instead of putting them in a slow cooker and just let them slow cook, I just went ahead and cooked my pasta on the stove. Now that my ground beef has gone through many stages of transformation, I'm going to go ahead and drain it, and I'm going to return it back to its original container, and then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I think I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of salt. Now for some black pepper. And some onion powder. I'm going to add in some chopped up onions. I'm not a big fan of onions, especially when I can taste it in my food, but I went ahead and chopped them up. I do have a machine that will grind them up real nice and fine, but didn't feel like going through the trouble. Now at this point, I realize I have my ground beef, some of my seasoning, and my onions over in this pot. And guess what? There's no liquid in it. So I figured I had to do something because I had already drained the ground beef. So I went ahead and added my beef stock. She requested 4 cups, but I just did 3 cups of the beef broth. She requested cloves of garlic. I did not have cloves of garlic, so I used my minced garlic, and I only put in 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. So I let all of this simmer for a good 5 or 6 minutes to allow all the flavors to come together to create a good aroma as well as taste. The time has come that I add my different versions of tomato. This is the crushed tomatoes here. I'm gonna get every bit out this can because food costs too much and money is hard to come by. Now for my diced tomatoes. She requested 2 cans. I only used 1 15-ounce can. Now for 1 can of tomato sauce. It's time to add some bay leaves. My leaves are not as big, but I still added about 3 of the little half a leaf. I'm going to go ahead and just add the remainder of all the seasoning that I had left over in the little cups. These are the cups for the measuring cup for your medicine, y'all. And I just kept them. And they came in handy. I'm just going to add a teaspoon of the Italian seasoning, y'all. I'm not even scared to try it. I'm about to add some Worcestershire sauce. I know I can't pronounce it, but y'all see what I'm adding. Let's try our hand at some old garlic powder. Let's throw a little bit of that over in there as well. I told y'all earlier that I was not sure if I was going to do stovetop or the Instant Pot. Well, y'all see who won, the Instant Pot. I'm going to go ahead and put a few minutes on for slow cooking. And we're going to add the pasta over in here first, because I was afraid that it may not be big enough. But I'm going to go ahead and put the pasta, and then I'm going to add my sauce over in here as well.